Good morning, or maybe it's good night to you, good afternoon, wherever you're at. I am your ever so gracious host, comedian Joshua Black, and it is Election Day here in America. Let's go. Round of applause. It's Election Day. Clap, 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 clap. Clap it up. Very important election. Oh, I got emails going off already. Hold on. It is Election Day in America. We're about to break down who's voting for what states are voting, who's running for what. We got some very interesting elections I want everybody to pay attention to as time passes on today. Also, WeWork went bankrupt. Is this a sign of a recession? I don't know. I'm not here to beat you down with crazy news and scare you with the recession. I know how they scare us all the time. Oh, it's a pandemic. Oh, there's a race war. Oh, there's AIDS out. You know what I mean? And a lot of that stuff is real, but I don't necessarily want to think about it. You know what I mean? So we got a lot to talk about, man. The coffee's hot. Come on in. Come on in. I don't know why I grabbed the cup like that. Let's try that again. That looks chaotic. Hold on. Let me grab it like a normal human. Like Mr. Rogers or something. You know what I mean? But good morning. Good morning. Tap in. If it's election season in your state, come on, man. We got a Kentucky's governor's race. Who we got? Okay, we got that's interesting because we got a black Republican running, and they just had a debate recently. We're gonna look into that too. We're gonna go to TikTok and break down some of this debate because it's kind of funny. So their main topic was abortion, and and it's in the deep South. We in Kentucky, and I was wondering. I'm like, damn, Kentucky got a black governor, and I ain't never heard of him. And they said he's Republican. I was like, okay, that's how you snuck in there. You crossed over. So we're gonna get into Kentucky, their abortion issues. What else we got here? We got notes, bro. It's going down this morning. Happy Tuesday to you, man. If you're at work, relax. Do not let them folks work you too hard today, man. The week just getting started. Tell them chill. You know what I mean? It's time to have your coffee, relax. If you headed to work, if you're on the West Coast, just cruise on in, man. Don't tired of these folks trying to put too much pressure on us at work. Where you at? Hurry up. Get there. Work harder. Man, slow down, homie. It's Tuesday. I just had my coffee. Chill for a second. I'm on a live stream. I'm not focused on work right now. Work, you got to ease into work. Ease into that hole. You don't, it's just like sex, brother. You don't jam it in. You're respectfully. Hate to get, graphic up top, but you don't jam that thing in. You get that thing ready. That's just like work. You don't just go into work and somebody go into work and just start working immediately, full speed, going crazy, and they not the CEO or some kind of investor in this company. Well, calm your ass down. I'm not saying don't get the job done, bro, but it's Tuesday early, so chill, man. If you at work, what's up? We got notes. We got a lot of elections, man. We got to get out here and vote, man, because there's some crazy people on these dockets. What else we got? Oh, Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. I'm coming to see y'all in February. We're going to break into that later. Ohio, I can't wait to see the Midwest. And I'm interested in how cold it's going to be and how I get to put some shit on, you know what I mean, and see if I can survive as a southern dude going to the freezing Ohio. Because, down here in Tennessee, we see one snowflake, nigga, in Ireland, we going to shut down the city. Oh, it's snowing somewhere. We got to shut it down because we don't play with all that snow and stuff. So I'm interested to see that. I was once in a whiteout in Maine randomly. That was pretty fun. The liquor store was still open. I had to respect that. I'm over there clunking through snow. It's snow, you know what I mean? The snow's like up to my knee. But anyway, we got elections going on. I'm going on a tangent, man. I'm feeling good. We got abortion rights in Ohio. We got to talk about that. That's big. You know what I mean? Because you know how the abortion rights go down here in the South. You just can't have one pretty much. These motherfuckers talking about locking you up in different states. If you get an abortion, if they find out you get an abortion. They trying to lock folks up. They're trying to lock women up. They're trying to take women's rights, homie. So Ohio has a big election. We're going to break into the specifics and the details of the abortion rights that is actually on the bill. But that's going to get interesting. Also in Rhode Island, I'm excited about the first black representative to Congress has a possibility. I don't know why that sentence came out like that. I think I wrote it crazy. But Rhode Island has a chance to elect their first black representative into Congress. I think that makes more sense. But so, and I normally don't celebrate black first anymore because it almost kind of sounds backhanded sometimes because it be simple shit. This is the first black person to be our CEO, or this is the first black person to be on the TV show. It's like, why, nigga? We've been around for 400-500 years. Why is you just now letting somebody black do something. So that's still. So when you say a first black person, sometimes it's a little cringy and it's a little backhanded. But in this case, I'm with that. Rhode Island, they need some black leadership up there. I kind of cruised through Rhode Island before. I never really kicked it in Rhode Island. What was that college up there I went to? I was in Southern Maine, York, Maine to be specific. And I spent a summer up there just vibing on some random shit. And I would go to Rhode Island because it was like I can't remember. It was New Hampshire and Rhode Island was right there close to each other, and I think it was New Hampshire University, UNH. I was kicking it out there with some folks when I was, younger, and we was vibing. Then I remember they didn't have any tax or something. Was it shopping tax y'all got up there? That might not be. I think it was Rhode Island. I think we would get TVs from Rhode Island. You go to like a Walmart in Rhode Island, and it's like no tax on it at all. So anyway, shout out to Rhode Island, but we need some black people up there. And WeWork is bankrupt. So we're going to figure out, first of all, what the hell is WeWork? This is going to be a research thing for me because I've heard about it in passing. I feel like it's even been in a documentary or something. WeWork, I don't know what the hell that is. So we're going to break down what the hell WeWork is. Make sure my volume is tight. I ain't even checked. We're going to make sure we know what WeWork is, and then how the hell they went bankrupt and who screwed who and what happened with that. We're going to break in all this, man. We got a beautiful show, man, so come on in. Welcome to the live stream. It is Election Tuesday 2023, man. I want to get into one of these. We're going to start off with Kentucky. What up, Kentucky? I'm coming to see y'all very soon. I'm thinking I'm going to do that in February, too. I keep saying this because I'm getting my tour together, and I'm trying to line it up. And it's low-key my first tour. I've been doing comedy out of town for, I've been doing that, randomly, sporadically. But now I got some traction, got a little weight behind my name. I can actually get into some spots. So now we're going to start hitting it, man. So hit me if you in a town and y'all need some dope comedy, bro. I don't care if y'all got a comedy club or not. I've been hitting small towns. I've been doing comedy for, at this point, 6.5 years. So there's not a spot I ain't done comedy at. I don't prefer to do bullshit spots, but you tell me the city, you hit it up, we'll pull up on y'all, man. We'll make something happen. I'm always throwing shows. You know what I mean? So it ain't nothing to bring. That's why I love comedy, man, because the art of comedy is really just a man talking or a woman talking. And we can really do that shit anywhere. And I learned that on the grind, my second year doing comedy. I'm bringing big comedians to venues that I found, like art galleries or, a weed shop. We bringing chairs in there. We're just having comedy, but it's a legit comedian from New York or from L.A. This is back when I first started. I'm like, oh, shit, I got an L.A. comic to come here or a New York comic to come here. I booked him, brought him here, open for him. That was my hustle for a while. And it went great. And a lot of those spots were, like, real niche spots. So I grew to love, like, doing comedy in breweries and weed shops and, like, art galleries and weird spots. You know what I mean? And when you see Don't Tell comedy, though, a lot of those clips in, like, real niche spots. They're not like a comedy club. So I'll say all that to say, man, we can make shit happen and we can get comedy going, man. I'm excited about this tour. Shout out to Ohio and Kentucky. So let's get back to Kentucky, man. Let's see what's going on, man. Because what we gonna do? We gonna break into this. Beshear, we got notes. Because we don't live in Kentucky. I don't live in Kentucky. We got Kentucky listeners, so I want y'all to tap in and go vote today for real. Don't be out here bullshitting. But we're going to go through it and then put in the comments who y'all would vote for, even if you ain't in Kentucky. You know what I mean? So we can help these folk in Kentucky. Because if you're in Kentucky and you ain't been paying attention to the election shit, because it happens, that don't mean you trifling. Sometimes people try to make you seem like if you're not up to speed on politics, you a bullshit or you trifling. And to me, that kind of reminds me of like growing up in church sometimes, and somebody might know a Bible verse or a few more Bible verses than you, and they're like, well, you ain't going to heaven or you ain't as Christian as me because I know more. You know what I mean? That type shit. These emails coming in. Relax. It's Tuesday. What the fuck was I talking about? The email threw me off. But shit. Oh, so a lot of people make you feel bad, for not knowing as much politics as them or not knowing as much Bible verses as them. Or sometimes even in the art world, you go to a gallery, you see some people being pretentious and acting like you can't translate the art how you want to translate it. You know what I mean? So this ain't that. What we going to do is we going to look in and we going to kind of see it from a bird's eye view, from an outside perspective of Kentucky and Ohio, and we going to make our own decision and see who we would vote for. You know what I mean? And maybe if you would agree, you can go, and if you live in Kentucky, you go vote. So anyway, let's take a look at this, man. I'm going to make my screen a little smaller, and we're going to look at some of these articles and see. We're going to see who's up to bat in Kentucky, who's fighting who, and who y'all think going to win, who you going to put. We should put this shit on, like, this what I would bet on in, like, the Bet MGMs and all those DraftKings and shit. Put these niggas on there. That's what I want to bet on. That's what we can do today. We'll place a little bet. All right, hold on. Let me try to move this. I'm going to make myself a little smaller. The screen going to look weird for like 2 seconds, but hold up. Hold up. There we go. We talking about the Kentucky governor's election. It's voting season, man. It's voting season. Hold on. Now I'm going to minimize this. We about to check this out real quick. Okay, I'm getting a little better at this, I think. Boom. Oh, fuck. Maybe I ain't. Son of a bitch. Hold on 1 second. This should be low-key screwing me over. Hold on. I'm going to fix my screen so y'all can see what I can see. Delete that. But yeah, it's election season, man. We don't have any elections today in Tennessee, thank God. Because all our elections in Tennessee be so extra. They be so dramatic and so full of racism that sometimes that shit is exhausting to even try to participate in. You feel me? Uh-oh, hold on. So, all right. It's election season, and what the hell? If you ever worked at WeWork, let me know what the hell y'all even be doing. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. All right. I think we getting it. Hold on. I know this shit look weird, but I swear I set this up before we did the live stream. And I don't know if Mercury in retrograde, if I'm bullshit. But all right, here we go. It's election season. Let's get to it. I know that look crazy as fuck, but it ain't about to. I pray. Jesus Christ. All right, let me minimize that. It's election season. I feel like it's still gonna look weird. Hold on, let me check my phone real quick, see what the fuck y'all look like. This is not on me. This got to be some Mercury in retrograde type shit. Man, that coffee good, bro. I'm on some it's that shit from New Orleans. Manage videos. All right, hold on. Make sure this phone ain't on. I think we cool, right? This looks straight. All right, here it is, folks. We in there. My bad. But yeah, it's this coffee from I'm on this coffee from New Orleans. You know, the Cafe Du Monde. I'm not trying to hold it, but it's the best coffee I've ever had. And that shit hit like an Adderall or something. Like, it's like that purebred. But anyway, let's get to it, man. It's election season. We got stuff to do. We got stuff to talk about, homie. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's talk about it. It's election season, and WeWork is bankrupt, homie. And I don't know what WeWork is, but we're going to figure it out. All right. Beshear hopes abortion debate will help him win another term as governor in GOP-leaning Kentucky. All right. You see the black? So this is who's running right now. Y'all can see this, right? The black man is going against this white guy. And, of course, you normally say, let's go, black man. But this dude is a Republican, though. That's what snuck me. And you can be a Republican. We got Republicans watching the show. I'm cool with y'all. But the black Republicans, sometimes, bro, I don't trust them because I feel like they don't even really feel that way. They just be pandering to get on TV and to get stuff. I feel like they just kind of, they playing both sides of the fence. I like my Republicans white. I'm sorry. Maybe a little Asian or something, maybe. But it's just, black Republicans make me feel, they you know what I mean, Ben Carson, they always goofy, and they always wear, like, brown and shit. They ain't never no real, you know what I mean? I guess they had Kanye for once, but even then, it was kind of like, anyway, that's off the, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's election day, bro. Let's get into it in Kentucky. What up, Kentucky? All right. Louisville, Kentucky. Let's go straight to the debates. I want to go straight to the debates. We'll get back to this article in a minute. You know what I mean? But I want to go straight to the debates. Let's type in Kentucky so we can get a feel for who we talking about now. Kentucky debate. They just had it recently. And let's see who the hell they dealing with down there. This is the one I saw earlier. This is funny.
Would like a direct answer to the question. So you say that if you're sent a bill or if the court were to order it, but from a personal conviction, do you believe that in cases of rape or incest, abortion should be illegal?
Now, this is the black Republican running for governor in Kentucky, and I believe he is residing. I'm not sure. I'm gonna break it down to Dustin in a minute, but let's keep going. She's talking to him about whether he thinks abortion is okay.
for women in Kentucky? Yes or no, sir?
Look, if the legislature brings me that bill, I will sign those exceptions.
But you will not push or advocate for it.
Look, I think that the legislature, if they work on this, I will sign those exceptions. But at the end of the day, I'm the pro-life candidate. Andy Beshear is the pro-abortion candidate.
Thank you, Mr. Cameron.
Over 3 debates.
Ooh, you see how brother he didn't want to answer it, and then he finally just got annoyed with the question. He said, "Look, nigga, I'm pro-life. What do you want from me?" You know what I mean? She was asking him, "Look, if somebody was about to die and they needed an abortion, would you allow that?" And he's like, "Look, I can't do it." So anyway, that's his stance. It's pro-life versus women's rights.
Opponent has been asked this 9 times, and he has refused to look in the camera and answer it once. You deserve a governor who will level with you. So here, let me show him how to do it. I believe that.
I'm telling you off top, this man got way more charisma. I think he is the residing governor of Kentucky. Andy Beshear he's the residing governor of Kentucky. You can tell just how he talk, bro. He got that charisma. He already know what he doing. He know where his camera's at. Black dude didn't know. He just looked nervous up there. He just looked too much. It was too much of this shit. You see what I'm saying? And he just seemed like a liar. He may not be, but he came off as a liar. And you know what I mean? I don't like it. Let's continue with Andy Beshear.
Of rape and incest deserve options, that there has to be an exception. Some of these girls are as young as 9 years old, and my opponent would make them carry their rapist's baby. Listen, a rape.
Hold on. Hold on, you're messing up my algorithm, and we can't keep talking about that. But you get what he's saying. He's saying if a woman is attacked, let's continue. I just don't want that R word.
Cameron's approach to education includes vouchers.
Let me
which will
say,
take tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars away from public education and send it to fancy.
I ain't gonna lie, black dude look a little too nervous for me, bro. And I'm trying not to be biased here because, I'm not a Republican. You know what I mean? I roast them a lot. But I believe a nigga got the right to do whatever he want to do. So you got the right to be a Republican. You got the right to talk your shit as a Republican. However, y'all's boy look nervous over there. Am I capping, chat? That boy looked nervous over there. She said, "Hey, let the governor speak." That boy looked nervous. I would have said, "Hey, who are you talking to, my girl?" I'm speaking, homie. But then you come off as a misogynist. I don't know. It's a tight-roping game. Let's continue, though.
Now, he'll try to tell you it's not in his enumerated plan. But in July on the campaign trail, he said this race is about vouchers. And you can just ask him directly.
Well, let's just ask him directly.
Vouchers.
Do you support vouchers, General Cameron?
Look, I support, what I've always said is I support catching up our kids. I'm trying to, my plan is
one of those option school vouchers or scholarships?
That boy is, he's not going to pull this off. And I'm not trying to lean the jury. Now, mind you, he's in Kentucky, and they hate liberals in Kentucky because it's the deep South. It is what it is. It's hard for liberals to win elections down here. It just is what it is, especially when you're running for a state. If you can find you a good city, a lot of times the capital of a southern city will be progressive because it's the fastest part of the city. It's where everybody's at. It's, you know what I mean? But the rural parts of these southern states is where the majority of votes are coming from. That's why it's hard for a liberal to win the state, because if you in Nashville, you can only win. If you in Tennessee, you can only win Nashville. But it's hard to beat out Pulaski and all these other little small hit counties where the Confederate flags fly high, bro. So this man got a chance just because of that. Republicans, they might not necessarily like black folk, but if you a Republican, they'll deal with you for a minute. So they might go out there and support him on this. But he has no charisma. He feels like a liar to me.
About making sure that we catch the kids up from the shutdown. We've seen Andy Beshear's education plan, and it's a plan that shut down our schools for nearly 2 years.
But you would be for school vouchers?
No, I would support primarily our public school system. Look, we need to make sure that we expand opportunity and choice.
And boy, hairline is wild too. I'm just now realizing. I was like, why something weird? You know what I mean? Something weird about fam. He kind of looked like who he looked like, no cap. And I ain't even trying to troll. Black Power Ranger. Bro looked like the Black Power Ranger from back in the day though. Black Power, they already know who I'm looking for. Black Power Ranger. Hold on, Chad. I'm gonna get straight back to the election, but y'all bullshitting if boy don't look like bro. Look at this nigga. His edge up used to be insane. Hold on, that ain't a good picture. Where is he at? Y'all know who I'm talking about. This nigga right here. Why can't I find a regular picture of this man? Yeah, look, just look at this. He really looked like, boy, let's go back. Look like him grown, though. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Hold on, man. So Kentucky, I think, let's see what she's talking about. Maybe she's in Kentucky.
If you're in the Midwest, keep watching. Almost every...
Okay, no, stop. Because, like, do you all think that Kentucky is in the Midwest?
No. That's a crazy conversation. I want to talk about this debate.
Here's what you need to know about the Kentucky governor's debate between Democratic Governor Andy Beshear and Republican Attorney General
Talk to me. Let's get it.
Daniel Cameron. Beshear has a plan for an 11% pay raise across the board for all school staffers. Cameron has presented his Cameron Catch-Up plan to catch up students who have fallen behind following the pandemic. Beshear, however, says this plan will take tens of millions of dollars of funding from public schools and put it into private schools. When it comes to abortion, the governor says Kentucky abortion law must change to allow exceptions for individuals who are victims of rape and incest.
Okay, so white dude saying we can't, he's the current governor, Beshear, he's saying we have to be a little more lenient on the abortion rules because sometimes a girl gets attacked or she gets hit with the R word and then it's like she has to have that child. Now that's not fair to her. So he's saying we need to lift these rules, but he's in the Deep South and you actually have to vote on shit like that. So that's one of his main talking points. That's what she's talking about. And I don't know, I think like Bruce said, he's just pro-life.
Cameron stated that he is the pro-life candidate. However, if legislature presents him with a bill that contains these same exemptions, he would certainly sign it. Cameron emphasized the problem of inflation, while Beshear maintained that Kentucky's economy is the best.
I don't like bro because he too politician to me. Black dude, it seemed like you on both sides. Are you pro-life or you pro women's rights, brother? You can't say, I'm pro-life, I don't like abortions, but then bro said we need to find a bill that's going to make it safe. He's like, oh, I do like that. Like, nigga, pick a side. Them folk want you to pick a side over there. Them Kentucky Republicans, they want you to pick a side. Kentucky. Shout out to Kentucky for that whiskey, too. Y'all ain't no Tennessee. I hate to start a bourbon war. But, you know what I mean? When it comes to that whiskey, y'all know what to come down here to Tennessee, man. But shout out to y'all for that bourbon that y'all do have, man. But I don't know if you're a Republican in Kentucky, fam. I don't know if this man can hold
vouchers.
y'all.
And you can just ask him directly.
Well, let's just ask him directly.
Vouchers.
Do you support vouchers, General Cameron?
Look, I support what I've always said.
Is about.
See, now they roasting them. All right, let's go to the and coming up we got a Mississippi election, which is going to be interesting because they have a governor running that's related to Elvis Presley. That's insane. And he's going against the residing governor who's a Republican. So he's going to have a very rough time, but I'm rooting for that man. We also got the abortion we got abortion on the table in Ohio. I think it's Amendment 1. That's what ours is. Like Amendment 2. I don't know. It's the first thing on the ballot. We're going to break into that. Also, WeWorks. We have to figure out what the fuck WeWork is and how they went bankrupt. They filed for bankrupt, I think, late last night. So we're going to break into that, man. It's going crazy. It's election day. Happy Tuesday. All right, here we go right here. This is from AP News. Beshear hopes abortion debate will help him win another term as governor. So Beshear's already in there as a Democrat. So he ain't – to be able to win a campaign in the South, a state campaign, especially for governor of a southern state, and you're a Democrat, it's almost impossible to do. So cheers to bro. I don't know how you pulled that off. We've been trying to do that here in Nashville for years. We're very progressive and very revolutionary even here in Nashville. But, bro, when it comes to that governor shit, it's like I was hoping Justin Jones. Y'all remember Justin Jones? I think he's a representative. I don't really know the details of all this shit, honestly. That's why I'm researching this shit with y'all. But I wanted him to run. I think he could, we down here, we got a governor called Bill Lee. Old dude, same old shit. He just kind of, spewing out whatever Trump say. He just kind of says it, the same thing to get Trump's fans. That's kind of like a new tactic of the Republicans down here. But I have never seen a liberal governor since I've been alive here in Tennessee. I never low-key even heard about one until just now. So shout out to Andy Beshear. Let's talk about it. It said Andy Beshear is hoping that his support of abortion rights will persuade voters in this Republican-leaning state to look past their skepticism of the National Democratic Party and give him another term. I mean, it's possible. I would normally say that's insane to think that, but bro pulled it off before, so maybe he can do this. While much of Beshear's and also the dude he's running against is black, so sometimes even Republicans, even if you giving them their talking points, they might not be able to just accept that, bro. Not in Kentucky. You know what I mean? I don't know what Ben Carson came out of, but they I don't know if they ready for that. You know what I mean? Let me see. While much of Beshear's first term was dominated by his response to a series of natural disasters, oh yeah, I guess so. The pandemic. His re-election campaign was often focused on dire warnings about the future of abortion rights. He portrayed his Republican challenger, Daniel Cameron, as too extreme on the issue, pointing to his support of the state's abortion ban, which lacks exceptions for pregnancies caused by R-word or incest. Wow, this is crazy. So, of course, man, I think this goes without a doubt. We know who we voting for on this, right? If you in Kentucky, you need to get out there and if these are my options. Now, Kentucky, y'all know these men more than I do. Y'all, you know what I mean? They done grew in y'all's town. So this is kind of a blanket statement from what we've seen today. This is what I'm telling you to vote for this man. I don't know the details about that man. We know there's a dark side to some liberalism. I'm not trying to act like the man is perfect. But what I'm saying, you got this nigga here that's a Republican talking about taking women's rights away, homie. So what do we do? And his edge up is nuts. Can we get back on his edge up, or is that the edge up is insanity, if you ask me. You can't see it. He got that Ben Carson vibe too. I don't, you know what I mean? You want a politician or you want to vote for somebody you would drink with or you would smoke one with or talk to. I would never roll up with. I would never want to see that man outside of a suit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even want to see what he would wear. I know it's gonna be some kind of trucker hat. You know what I mean? With a Bud Light T-shirt tucked in some jeans and some old goofy boots. I just know it's gonna be goofy time. You know what I mean? So, and I just don't want to hang with a nigga like that. So if you ask me, Chad, if you in Kentucky, y'all need to reelect Beshear, no cap. Reelect Andy Beshear, bro, because y'all gonna be in trouble if not. You're gonna slip up, get a girl pregnant, and then you ain't gonna vote. And you're gonna be like, oh, I should have voted for fam. Because now you can't get one. So that's what it is on that, bro. That's Kentucky. Let's get on to Mississippi. What's going on in Mississippi, homie? Now this is gonna be we ain't got no diversity in this one. Yeah, I mean we in the South for real. We in the South for real. So, but this one's gonna be cool because one of these niggas is related to Elvis Presley, which is I think it's something. You know what I mean? And the Democratic dude is voting for Elvis. Now I know I've roasted Elvis for stealing and for marrying a girl that was alarmingly young. But I think it's cool that this nigga's related to Elvis. Nigga, I don't know how, but we're going to find out how he's related to Elvis. But here they are right here. The dude on the right, let's break down it. Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Brandon Presley to the left. That's crazy. He got a weird build, but I like him. He's related to Elvis, bro. All right. He's a nominee for governor. And then on the right, there is the current governor, Tate Reeves, and I can look at him and tell what he on. He looked like a racist Bill Gates. And that's just how I feel. I don't know that man yet. We're going to get into it. So as a racist, I'm not throwing that tag on him like he is because I don't know that man. But I'm saying what he looks like. when I look at him, it's like the evil Bill Gates. And this is just the side view. It's just a side view, bro. So I don't like it. And bro, with the weird shaped build, he's built like a nigga grandmother. This is Brandon Presley. He is built like your aunt or your grandmother. It's just all hips and stomach. You know what I mean? But cheers. I mean, cheers to him. I think he's ready for war. So he got a good one. I'm gonna go to my notes on this. No. I got to pull it up right here. Fuck the notes. We right here. Let's break down who each of these boys are. I'm sure they had a debate. Let's go to their debate too on TikTok before we go to the notes. Let's see if we can find out. What did I say? Mississippi? Oh shit! Now I gotta spell Mississippi. It's low key easy. Nigga I sometimes want to put two I's at the end of that hoe. But hold on, let me see. Which don't make no sense. All right, we about to start. We're gonna talk about this debate. I see a lot of white faces here. I see a few black faces. So this should be interesting takes on it. But this one got 75,000 likes. How Mississippi does debates. I don't even know what she's talking about, but I think it's her favorite moment from the debate. So this is current governor Tate Reeves. He is going up against this newcomer who's related to Elvis called Brandon Presley. Let's see what they talking about.
All right, if y'all been following the circus that is the Mississippi race for governor, or you just messy, the two candidates had their first and only debate last night. And it did not disappoint, okay, y'all? They put on a show. I mean, they mostly talked over each other and called each other liars. But there really were some moments.
I like that. I like that, bro. I feel like we need to start making these debates ringside. You know what I mean? Have Snoop or me or Snoop and me breaking down the fight. Like on some boxing shit. Have them going in there. And curse words are mandatory. Slurs, mandatory. It's time to get on in there. Say how you really feel, and let's see who we need to vote for. So when she's telling me she saw this debate and they was calling each other names, talking crazy at each other, pointing at each other, that's my type of fight, homie. So I'm with that. Let's go, Mississippi. Let's go.
My mouth hit the floor, and I was just laughing, y'all. It was that good. So I'm going to roll some of my favorite highlights from last night for y'all.
I'm glad we could be on a debate stage. You know, I challenged Tate to 5 debates. He chickened out of 4 of them. Glad he would show up finally.
BP came up again.
He talking crazy. Bro said he chickened out of 4 of them. I'm glad he finally showed up. Oh, they talking crazy in Mississippi. Hold on.
Throwing shade, y'all. Like, straight up called Tate Reeves a chicken for not debating him like the 5 times he invited him to do it.
Ooh.
All right, up next.
The truth is, I told somebody, they were asking me about negative ads. If he'd quit lying on me, I'd quit telling the truth on.
Damn.
Hey,
I bet Brandon Presley waited his entire life to use that line on somebody. And when they were talking about all the ads.
Hey, the Democratic candidate in Mississippi is talking that talk, bro.
Between the two of them, Brandon Presley was like, I'm going to shoot my shot.
First and foremost, Tate Reeves knows that ad is a complete bald-faced lie. And I'll tell you why he knows it's a lie. The minute that the company involved threatened his campaign with a lawsuit for defamation, guess what he did? He changed the ad because he knew it was a lie.
And of course, then they move on to the TANF scandal.
Hey, that boy talking. What's his name again? We got to mention his name again. Brandon Presley. Boy, you talking that talk. You got a fan in me. That boy ain't playing. He said you're a liar. You lied in the ads. He said you lied on this company. The company sued you. Now you switching the ads up because you knew you was lying. He on his ass, bro. He on his ass.
And old Tater Tot's involvement or non-involvement in it. And this is what he said.
Megan, you would have to believe in time travel to believe that I was involved in the DHS scandal.
Where the hell's the DeLorean? Okay, and then I thought we were about to have a Will Smith moment.
He knows that. We found out his brother, we've got text messages where his brother was text messaging with Brett Favre about how to be a PR agent. That's fine.
Okay. You need to
Gentlemen, you can read that. Those are the text messages. Those are the text.
We have to keep.
BP.
Ooh, that boy pulled up the text. Hey, I think we got a battle on our hands, bro. That boy Brandon Presley ain't playing. I might have to do some shorts content on just this alone. I was going to do some short content later about like just breaking down the elections today and like finding some humor and all this shit, but this alone was great. I got to look deeper into this Mississippi politics.
Like a low blow old tater tot, and he's like, oh, hell no. Keep my brother's motherfucking name out your mouth. Like, I thought this was where we were going to go. And last for this video.
I gotta respect the Republican on that. The Mississippi governor said, man, stop talking about my brother. He pulled up his brother's text. He said, nigga, say something else about my brother, homie. Say something else about my brother. We can go ahead and turn all these cameras off, like Sway told Kanye. Oh, shit, hold on.
Many questions that Tate Reeves didn't actually answer.
How are you guys going to help the small black businesses in the state of Mississippi?
And this was part of Tate's response.
And my goal is for everyone in Mississippi to have a good job. My goal is not only for them to have a good job, but to have a good career.
Okay, duh. I mean, you didn't answer the question. Right. But yeah, I think it's a great goal to have. At one point, I just thought they were going to go ahead and start mud wrestling, which did not happen, unfortunately.
That was good. And actually, shout out to her. Follow her. That was a great take on that, actually. I thought it was going to be silly, but she did a great job breaking that down.
All across this state.
Well, it looked like Mississippi lit down there. Let's go back to the article. It looked like Mississippi is lit, man. It's election day. WeWork's bankrupt. There's a lot of shit going on. We broke down the Kentucky election. If you're in Kentucky, make sure you go vote. You know what time it is, man. If you're in Kentucky, go vote. If they won't let you off, man, tell them you got to do it at lunch, man. It's important out here, man. It's important. So Kentucky, and if I'm you, I'm going with Beshear. Because black dude looked too nervous, and he looked like he be lying. I don't know if he does, but he looks like he lies because it's just the mannerisms. I don't know. It don't seem like he's ready for the big stage, if I'm being honest with you. So maybe he's not a liar, and that nervousness came off, and it just makes you look like a liar or something. But I'm sorry, my brother, you ain't got my vote if I'm in Kentucky. I'm not drinking no bourbon with no man like that. Not no nigga with no edge up that go up here somewhere. Nigga edge up here, and he just lining it up with no corners or nothing. I'm telling you, white folk, y'all might not even know about that because y'all country white folk, you might not even seen too many black dudes with edge ups to know that that man is not appropriately walking out of his house. That's not appropriate. That's why when you walk with him and y'all drinking, the black people looking at him like, what the fuck? They thinking, oh, is that the guy running for governor? No, they thinking somebody got to put some clippers to that man's head. That's too many white women in his life. And I don't blame the white women in his life because they don't know no better. They don't know that he need to go find a barber and get a taper on the side. They don't know that nigga's hairline is back there and it shouldn't be. They never seen George Jefferson to know that he looks just like him. They don't know no shit like that, brother. So how can I vote for a man that's out here looking like that? And I guarantee you, I'm going to look at his clothes. I want to look at him in regular clothing if we can find him outside a suit, just so y'all know I ain't like hating on the man. What's his nigga name again? Hold on. David Cameron, I think, right? Was it David? Daniel Cameron. I just want to see what he be rocking like we need to find his Instagram. I don't feel like looking for it because it might just only have his suits and shit on here. Hold on, bro. Look at this. This is him right here, by the way. This the nigga running for this is the man that's running for governor in Kentucky here. So there's that, but I want to find him in regular clothes though, because I know. Here we go. I knew it was goofy time. Well, congratulations to them. They got a baby on the way. I can't roast that. That's beautiful. Nice little interracial baby coming through there. I knew that was gonna be the case. Here we go. Here's the goofiness. I'm not really mad at this fit, but you can see where the headline is starting to get real Republican though. The fit ain't great, but it's like a normal politician fit: collar, shirt, vest. You know what I mean? It's not as nasty as I would assume he would be. This here shows his weird build, so we're gonna click on this one. This one shows that he's built like Medea, so we're gonna. Oh my God, who is this? The Kentucky.com won't even let us do it without paying. Or maybe they will. I hate this type of shit, bro. No, fuck y'all. What? I can't even look how many ads this is. Kentucky, y'all got to do better with the news. My God. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go to Mississippi, bro. Cause I found that very interesting what Mississippi got going on. And we're gonna get to WeWorks in a minute. Is it WeWorks or WeWork? WeWork? I think it's WeWork. Either way, they bankrupt, so it don't fucking matter what they are. They out of here. All right, here we go. This is Mississippi, where Mr. Presley and Mr. Reeves are going at it. The man on the right looks like evil Bill Gates. That's Mr. Reeves. He's the current governor. All right, let's see what the major issue is. He's approachable, cares about people less fortunate. This is going to be a close race, says Davis, who met Presley. This is just a random man. See, and you see who the hood fucking with. That's what they're making it seem, at least. You know how they go. So maybe they don't. But from what he's saying, I could tell what it is. Black folk ain't fucking with the evil Bill Gates. They asked him, how are you going to help small black businesses? Especially if you're a Republican, you talk about big business and, you know what I mean, and you all about business and capital and capitalism. Bro said, how you going to help the black small businesses, not the black small people? And the governor's response was, well, shit, I hope everybody get bread around here. What? Come on, bro. That's like asking somebody, bro, like, hey, where you want to get something to eat? Shit, nigga, we can go everywhere. Pick something. So, I know black folk ain't fucking with little bro. Here we go. Presley might benefit from name recognition because of his famous second cousin. That's a stretch. A second cousin is a stretch, but he still got his name, Elvis Presley, Brandon Presley, or whatever that nigga name was. Pro-gun Christian. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Instead, Presley, who describes himself as an anti-abortion, pro-gun Christian, has promised to expand Medicaid, cut the state's 7% grocery tax, the highest in the nation. That sounds like they're talking about the wrong person. Presley might benefit from the name recognition. Hold on. I know I didn't get their names right? I mean, their names wrong. Yeah. Maybe that was a misquote. Or maybe I'm just interpreting it wrong. Either way, this nigga's Presley with the, he's also built kind of like a, I don't know, like an aunt. But yeah, Mississippi, bro, I think it's pretty much settled. Tate Reeves is the best turnout machine I have, Presley said during the interview. But yeah, I think after I might look at that debate later and do a little short on that. That was a pretty funny debate. If I got time, I got a lot of shit to do today. What's going on today? I got to do a lot of writing today. I got a mic later, and I might go live later so we can talk about the actual results of this shit. It's a lot of shit going on today, but I might try to squeeze in a short about that debate because that shit was genuinely funny as hell. So anyway, when it comes to 4-year-old, nah, I hate Maury. But when it comes to the Mississippi election, bro, you got to go with Elvis' nephew. You got to go with Presley because, and I'm interested to see if he can pull it off. Going up against a dude who's already governor, and going up against a dude who was just so blatantly Republican in what Kentucky is used to and what they kind of want, and you know what I mean. It's just he's got a tough battle ahead of him. He got a very tough battle. But let's get to it. Let's talk about Ohio. What up, Ohio? Like I said, I'm coming to y'all in February, man. I'm so excited about coming to Ohio, bro. Like, I'm very excited, man. I've heard a lot about they Don't Tell shows, don'ttellcomedy.com. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to. They doing shows all over the country. No matter what city you in, they got something close to you. They throwing shows pretty much every weekend, man. It's like an underground comedy club, but they do it at real cool places. But anyway, man, the one in Columbus specifically is one of the cool ones. Shout out to my boy Brad Sativa and my homegirl Amber Autry. They running the ones down here. So if you're a comic looking to get some time, man, hit up Brad Sativa or Amber Autry. And if you ever try to hit up me for time and I don't respond, that's my bad if you're a comic. Because sometimes I'll see that shit way late because that shit will stay in the Instagram request and I'll be thinking it's spam or something. So that's my bad on that. But, I ain't hard to find. I'm outside. Leave a comment or something. It's all good. We're going to get you some time down here. But anyway, make sure you check out the Don't Tell shows. I'm excited about going up there, starting to headline some shit. And some of the comedy clubs up there I done heard some good stuff about. And I just never been really and just explored the Midwest. That's why I'm so excited about hitting Chicago. January 24th, make sure you're in the building. I cannot wait to hit that Zanies in Chicago, bro. I've sold out the Zanies here in Nashville 12 times, and that ain't an easy feat. I went through one run of doing a show once a month here in Nashville for like 4-5 months in a row. All them hoes just sold out. So I love Zanies here. Just the name Zanies just feels like home to me. So going up there and to be able to do it with in Chicago downtown in that dope ass room they got, I'm excited. So if you're in Chicago area, make sure on January 24th you are coming to Zanies. I think the show is at 7 o'clock. I'll double check that and I'll put it in the show notes. But yeah, Zanies.chicago.com for tickets. January 24th. But anyway, let's get back to it. Ohio, a big election today. Says what to know about the issue 1. That's what it was. I called it amendment 1. That's my bad. It's issue 1. We're gonna get straight to it. Let me warm this coffee up. It's gonna take like 30 seconds. We're gonna talk about Ohio's abortion law. Yes, sir. I'm back in the building. All right, hold on. All right, well, let's see what's going on in Ohio. We can see what's hold on. We'll go to the main thing and see what they're voting for. All right, let's talk about it. This is happening in Ohio. They're voting on abortion laws, man, and it's not as crazy as it is in the South, thank God. So hopefully they can with their laws. Actually, I don't know too much about Ohio politics. I saw some shit up on Twitter about Ohio. I know Dave Chappelle live in Ohio. Hell, I know Cameron had a song called "I Get It in Ohio." You gotta fuck with that, goddamn. But Hold on. One sec. Is that a little too bright again? I'm always tripping with the brightness. I'm looking at it on my phone. But anyway, let's get to it. We're talking about Ohio. Oh, I know what the sun just came out. That's probably what that is. But anyway, let's talk about Ohio. I'm gonna get my coffee in a minute. Remind me in like a second to get that. How did the issue 1 get on the ballot? All right, let's see. Abortion rights advocates began their effort to put the issue directly before voters after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June 2022. That was wild. Months later, Kansas voters rejected a proposed constitutional amendment that would have affirmed there is no right to abortion under, hold on, let's get straight to the brass tacks. The group collected, okay, so the group collected and submitted more than 700,000 signatures in July, of which 496,000 were deemed valid. Damn, that's a whole lot of signatures that they didn't count. So anyway, they still got 500,000 signatures. More than roughly 413,000 needed to put the proposed amendment before voters. All right, so some people went out, got pretty much a petition signed to get this shit on the bill. You got to respect that. That's a lot of fucking work to get 500,000 people to sign something. Golly, that's a lot of people. Even if you do use the whole state. How many votes are required for issue 1 to pass? All right. Support from a majority. 50% plus 1 is needed if approved by Ohio voters. The amendment will take effect 30 days after the election. Okay. What's the argument? What is it? Have they explained what it is? Here we go. I'm sorry. I missed the main thing. What is this motherfucker? All right, hold on. Issue 1 is a ballot measure that, if approved, would change the Ohio Constitution to include protections for abortion access. According to ballot language, the measure would establish in the state constitution an individual right to one's own reproductive medical treatment, including to make decisions about abortion, contraception, fertility treatment, continuing one's own pregnancy and miscarriage care, blah, blah, blah. If approved, this is in Ohio, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about issue 1, which is on abortion. They're voting for it today, election day, 2023. If approved, the amendment titled The Right to Reproductive Freedom with Protections for Health and Safety would protect any person or entity that helps a patient receive reproductive medical treatment and prohibit Ohio from directly or indirectly burdening, penalizing, or, okay, so making abortion legal, long story short, before violence. Okay, cool. So, and that's a place, so if something happened to you, you can just fly up to Ohio. You mind giving me that coffee? So if something goes down, you can take it to Ohio. So I think everybody needs to get on this bill. Thank you. How's the walk? Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the coffee's hot again. And okay, so now we know what's on. It's pretty much making abortion legal. So this is a big one. I see why this was like a headline case here. So we figured out what it is. It's pretty much making abortion legal, if I read that correctly. And how did issue 1 get on the ballot? A lot of people came out there and got 500,000 signatures. Really, they got 700,000 signatures, and they didn't count them all. I know how that go. They always got some loopholes to fuck you. Anyway, all right. So we know how the issue got on there, how many votes is required. We already knew that. I don't even know why they put that in there. All right, what's the argument against it? I'm sure it's like Christianity or some shit, right? Hold on. Here we go. Let's see what they argue here. A trio of state Republican lawmakers argue that a vote against issue 1 would save life, protect women, and defend parents' rights. They call the proposed amendment a dangerous attack on the unborn. Oh, they saying they want to. Okay, so it's the same thing. The pro-life argument. Oh, shit. No. It's about to. I don't know how that happened. Somebody about to catch a seizure. Hold on. I don't know what the hell happened with that. That shit's tripping. Technology been whooping me in the last damn 3 streams. I don't know if Mercury in retrograde just for me, goddamn, or what. But okay, what is the current abortion law in Ohio? Hold on, what was this? Okay, this is their argument. We already know what their argument is, though, right? It's the Republican argument against abortion is, hey, I'm a Christian and don't kill a baby. So, I get that, whatever. I don't agree, but I get that. Hey, don't kill a baby. But the reason I be thinking that be cap, because like when a cop kill a black person, they don't give a fuck. So I'm like, hey, are you pro-life or are you just like pro-white life? Or just pro some, you know what I mean? And you also go hunting all the time. And so you kill animals. You cool with cops killing black folk. You know what I mean? So it seems like you ain't really pro-life. That's why I don't really like when they say that, because you don't really care about all life. You know what I mean? It's like little babies for some reason. Y'all care about them, but I guess if that little child grows up and gets Skittles and steals them from a store, he can die because his life ain't that important. And a lot of them like the death penalty, so I don't get the capping of the life thing, but whatever. Do you? What is the current abortion law in Ohio? Who is this weird looking dude? Respectfully, he look like an actor. Who does that actor this nigga look like? All right, what's the current law? Ohio Governor Mike DeWine, I don't know if I'm saying it right, a Republican, signed a bill into law in 2019 that outlaws abortions once embryonic cardiac activity is detected, typically around 6 weeks of pregnancy. Okay. Damn. So, okay, after 6 weeks, bro said you can't do it, I think, right? The law, which does not contain exceptions for R-word or incest, briefly went into effect after the Supreme Court overturned. Okay, so, okay. Damn, so they locked down. Like, I thought it was just the South like that. I ain't been paying attention. Okay, so damn, in Ohio, you can't have an abortion after 6 weeks, apparently. So anyway, that's what's on the bill. I believe you know what to vote for that, Ohio. You know what it is, bro. You know, I think a woman should decide what the hell she want to do. I get the other side. I ain't gonna act like I don't get what they saying, or what a Republican's saying, and they say, hey, man, you're killing a child. You know, and they say that kid could be a scientist. That kid could save the world. I mean, I guess so, bro, but I guess so. But that's almost like saying, if that's the case, then we shouldn't be allowed to jack off. You know what I mean? Because that sperm could be, you know what I mean? It's like... and I wish a nigga would tell me, you can't jack off, it's illegal. Like, nigga, what the fuck? You gonna tell me what to do with my D? So that's how I feel like a woman feel like, hold on, you gonna tell me what the fuck to do with, you know what I mean? I know it has been watered down, and it seems like a weak phrase to say it's my body, my choice, but that's real shit, my nigga. Like, imagine somebody telling you that. Even in jail, if one of the guards say, you can't jack off, you're like, bro, nigga, this is my body. Nigga, fuck out of here. You know, and it's weird that they even care about that. That's why you know it's tied to some money or some bullshit. Hiding under religion. I don't know, bro. So we know what to vote for with that, man. So that is what it is. We can see if they got some cool shit on TikTok. Let's see if somebody broke on that down. Ohio election. Or maybe Ohio. I'm scared to type in Ohio abortion. Goddamn. Let's type, the abortion bill, because I don't want to see niggas on TikTok fuck around, go live during the damn procedure. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see what they're talking about.
Ohio voters, I need you to listen up because Republicans are trying to trick you again. I'm talking, of course, about the pro-choice ballot measure that is going to be on the ballot this November 7th, which Republicans, of course, want to defeat. We all know what a big deal it was getting this ballot measure on the ballot. It will protect not just abortion rights, but access to birth control and miscarriage care. So what's the problem? Well, you'll remember back in August, we worked very hard to make sure that voters in Ohio voted down Issue 1, a last-ditch attempt by Republicans in the state to make it harder to pass ballot measures. But Ohio voters turned out and they voted no on Issue 1, and it was a win for us. Smooth sailing to November, right? Of course not, because remember, Republicans don't win if they can't cheat. And Ohio's Secretary of State had one more trick up his sleeve. He named the November ballot measure Issue 1 also. But this time, if you support abortion rights, you have to vote yes. So in the August election, it was no on Issue 1, but in the November election, it's yes on Issue 1.
Well, I think that's going to confuse everybody, nigga, because that's going to confuse Republicans. They saying they had to vote on this before, and you had to vote yes or no, and now they switching the yes and the no's around. But I think that fuck around confuse everybody. Like, I don't know if that's just going to confuse the liberals. The Republicans going to go in there like, is it yes, is it no, nigga? And why ain't it just simple? Do you like abortion, do you not like it when you go in there and vote? Don't Amendment 1, 317, and I don't know nothing about all that. Fuck all that, nigga. Is it put a picture of a baby up and then put another picture of a baby with a line through him? And you know what I mean? You just fucking, that's how you vote. Shit, I don't know, but shout out to this woman, Jess Craven 101. She's breaking that shit down for real, though. I appreciate that. Let's see what they're talking about right here.
In the great state of Ohio, Republicans there have passed what's effectively a full ban on abortion. It's what's called a 6-week ban. And Ohio residents don't like that. There is a ballot measure set for this November that would...
I'm afraid I'm going to get some copyright shit for that. So, but I respect Rachel Maddow and what she got going on and all that, man. But they got too much bread to be playing with them like that.
So I live in Ohio, and these signs are kind of popping up everywhere to vote no on Issue 1, which is essentially...
That's got to be a filter. Nigga don't really talk like that.
An abortion right issue that's going to be on the ballot this November. And right beneath that sign, right beneath it, it says, protect parental rights. And the thing I can't wrap my head around...
I was thinking that same shit, parental rights.
Is this issue, by voting no, you are literally taking away any rights, parental rights, to make or carry out one's own reproductive decisions.
That's a fact. I was thinking that. I'm like, hold on. How? It's like you can't have abortions, and that's the parents' right. I'm like, that's the opposite. If you for parents' rights, the parents should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Let's see what they're talking about. Hold on. I'm trying to go to like regular people talking because I don't want.
There's a bill, a proposal to enshrine baby murder, abortion, into the very Constitution.
Okay, so this is the other side. I'm interested in seeing this. He got to get a better phone though, bro, because I don't know what kind of phone he got. We can't see nothing he talking about.
Not just a law, but the very Constitution of Ohio itself. November 7th is the vote that will determine the fate of babies. I mean, if this bill gets passed, it's a radical bill. It will allow abortion up to birth. Yes, they'll say there's exceptions in the bill, but those you can drive a loophole through those exceptions. So, and we really have to see that this is a spiritual battle. This is Lepanto all over again. So we need to do prayer, especially the rosary, and fasting. As I said, some demons are only cast out by prayer and.
If you're not a Christian, that does sound insane, but I'm going to let them cook. You know what I mean? Because everybody got a right to their religion and whatever they think is going to manifest in their life. But a nigga sitting here with a pixelated camera talking about fasting and praying to make an election go his way does seem absurd. I'm not oblivious to that.
So I'm begging, like nearly in tears, for people to pray at least 5 decades, if not 15, and do as much fasting as they can for the defeat of the demons. I'm praying that the demons behind issue 1, I'm praying not just the issue 1 is defeated, but that the demons behind it are defeated, destroyed, and.
Hey, bro said, I don't want the bill to just get passed. I want the demons that put it, I want them gone too. God damn.
Hell, and actually get a lower place in hell for even proposing it.
Hey, bro said he want them to go to hell, the liberals that put this in. He said he want them to go to hell, and then he want them to go lower than a place of hell for even proposing some bullshit like this. Damn.
There's a bill, a proposal to enshrine.
Bro talking his talk. Bro talking his talk. Bro said he gonna pray the fuck out. He just gonna pray his ass off. And I say that respectfully.
My understanding is this bill, if it becomes law, has no rape exception. So under this bill,
my nigga, why do you sound like Batman? I don't know if I can even keep listening to that. You ever listen to somebody you gotta make you wanna I used to have a nigga that read like that. Who was that nigga? Was that Kenneth? My boy Kenneth. No, it wasn't Kenneth. It was Kellen, I think. One of my boys, we used to read, and this nigga used to have to clear his throat. And he just keep reading. You know, we reading out loud and shit. And he's so focused on reading out loud and not messing up in front of the class so we can roast his ass that he's not clearing his damn throat. And I hate when a nigga talk like he got to clear his throat. This nigga don't sound like he got to clear his throat. He sound like how Rachel Ray used to sound. Is it Rachel Ray, Rachel Roy? Whoever used to cook and sound like Future. I don't like that. But I'm going to try to listen to him. But my nigga, you got to put them Black and Miles down.
if a 13-year-old girl, let's say, was raped by a serial rapist, broke into her house, or maybe more like.
Whoa, he got to go. We can't have that kind of talk on the live stream. Hell no, bro. I mean, I see
Hello,
what he's saying, but we're
everybody.
not
My
doing that.
name is Wyatt Tomlin. I am a 15-and-a-half-year-old kid from the state of Ohio. I'm here with my friend slash step cousin, Tommy, and we have a message for you in Ohio.
Now, I don't know what she's talking about, but this is weird off the gate. She said, "I'm here with my friend slash step cousin. I don't trust him, but let's get."
Registered voters in Ohio. Say it loud, say it clear. Abortion rights are coming here. Vote yes on issue 1.
I didn't mean to roast him like that. I couldn't even tell who they was voting for with that intro, so I apologize. But I think they're right. But step cousin, what are y'all doing? Friend and step cousin. I can't tell if she's 15 or 49, respectfully. So shout out to you though. But anyway, Ohio, bro, y'all got shit to do. Get out there, man. Y'all got shit to do today, man. Y'all got a lot of shit to do. We're gonna take it to Rhode Island next, man. I appreciate Ohio, man, for just existing and doing y'all's thing, and mainly for LeBron James' existence. And what was that show? Cleveland Rocks. Whatever that show used to come on when I was asleep back in the day. Nigga look like Doug Heffernan, but it ain't. What was that? Cleveland Rocks. Ohio. But anyway, man. Rhode Island, it's election day for y'all. And there's a black representative going to Congress. I like this. The fact that there's black people in Rhode Island, I like that. Like I told you, when I went to Maine, I was in southern Maine, York, Maine, vibing for a whole summer. It was really just me. Or I would see somebody black, and you walk up to them and they speak French. Or they just hardcore Jamaican, and so hardcore Jamaican I can't even understand their English. You know what I mean? So I was really the only African-American in miles within York, Maine. Even in UNH, you see some like Filipino-looking niggas down there. I found a Filipino barber down there to get me right. I think he was Filipino. He was something, you know what I mean, like Middle Eastern type nigga, dark eyebrows type shit with the taper. But it wasn't a lot of black folk up there. So to see this man up there in New England and cooking, and we know New England's pretty patriotic and it can get pretty red up there. You know what I mean? So for this black man to be up there cooking, man, especially with, you know, nigga look like Marshall Falk a little bit. He a dark-skinned brother, man. So the fact that he cooking, man, you got to respect it. Either know, like you said, when you're dealing with stuff like the first black this, it's kind of like, nigga, fuck out of here with that. I don't really, you know, that's kind of sometimes backhanded. So you got to be aware of that. But because it's like, why is it just now the first? We should be over all the first blacks. You know what I mean? We should have all been doing. You know what I mean? Why are y'all just now allowing people to do shit? That's goofy. All right, let's talk about Rhode Island. Also, you can cook if you want to. You know, I'm not. It ain't no problem. If that's what you were waiting on, I don't, you know what I mean? I probably got about 30 left in me. Yeah, but you can go ahead, though, literally. I don't care, you know, you can turn the lights on and all that shit. All right, Rhode Island. Let's break it down. Let's see what they got going on. I don't even know who he's running against. And I think they're the only people voting in this congressional thing, I believe. They had some kind of a situation go down. Rhode Island voters could make history today by electing the state's first black representative to Congress or return the seat last held by Republicans in 1990s. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Democrat Gabe Amo and Republican Gary Leonard are vying, I don't know, I've never seen that word typed in my life or heard it, for Rhode Island's first congressional district seat. The winner will fill the office left vacant when former Democratic representative stepped down this summer to become president and CEO of. Oh, so he left to go get the bread. That's hilarious. That's what it seemed like. He stepped down this summer to become a president and CEO of Rhode Island Foundation. So anyway, they had a governor. He said, I'm gone. And that's why not a governor, I'm sorry. They had this seat filled, and then he slid because he had to get some bread or whatever. So now this nigga's 35. That's crazy. I'm 34. This nigga's running for Congress. But that's how the game be, though. Because Justin Jones young as hell. He younger than that. This nigga in his 20s, I think, Justin Jones. If you don't know who I'm talking about, the dude he got expelled from the Tennessee legislature and all this bullshit. And nigga with the straight curly hair, talk like a nigga from the 60s. We fuck with him like that down here, man. Amo, 35, grew up in Pawtucket. That's a crazy name. As the son of Ghanaian and Liberian immigrants. He emerged victorious from a crowded Democratic field in September primary, claiming more than 32% of the votes. Okay, so he got momentum. This man got momentum. I'm hoping to see this man win. I like that. Here you go right here. Amo, who went to Wheaton College and studied public policy at Oxford University, has said he was inspired by his parents. His mother studied nursing. Oh, likewise, my brother. And his father opened a liquor store in part to be his own boss. That's real. All right, Amo said he would fight against what he described as extremist Republican attempts to slash funding for Social Security and Medicare. Wow. What y'all doing up there in Rhode Island, fam? You trying to cut the people Medicaid off? Damn. I done lost where I was. Hold on. Amo said he would work to legalize abortion rights. This is still Amo. Nationwide and support legislation at the federal level to combat climate change. Yeah, he cooking, man. He also said he would push to ban assault-style firearms, support funding for research into gun violence prevention at the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, and implement universal background checks. Hey, man, it seems like this boy cooking to me. Let's see what he talking about. I'm going to go to TikTok, see what he talking about. What's his nigga name? Amo something? Hold on. It's election day, y'all. Turn up. WeWork is out of here. I don't know what happened to WeWork. Let me find out this nigga's name. Hold on. I don't know what happened to Gabe Amo. WeWork is out of here. They went bankrupt. Gabe? Is that what we found out? Gabe. Hold on. Gabe Amo. Let's see what he talking about, man.
You know, just keeping it all the way real, keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
This is a time when political discourse is.
That might take a little long. It seems like an interesting.
Mike Johnson's the Speaker of the House. No one's ever heard of him until last week. I mean, unless you were, glued to politics, there's no doubt about it. Here's a guy who's an election denier. Here's a guy who has positions that are way outside of the mainstream.
Hold on. I'm trying to find a good clip of that, man. I can't really find one. I guess this nigga's name is Gabe Amo, and he's on Demon Time. We ain't looking at him. Hold on. Watch out for that nigga. Ain't got no clips of that man. I mean, maybe this
Mike Johnson's the Speaker of the House. No one's ever heard of him until last week. I mean, unless you were compromised.
Party anymore. They are governed by extremes. Matt Gaetz sent out
that there's no moderate version of the Republican Party that, Mitt Romney might call it the wise wing. How do you work with a Mike Johnson?
There are no moderates left in the Republican Party anymore. They are governed by extremes. Matt Gaetz sent out a fundraising email this past weekend saying, "We got our speaker." That tells you everything you need to know. The governance of our country will suffer indefinitely if we continue to have a Republican House majority that is more interested in abortion bans, in election denial, right? This is the mastermind. Johnson is the mastermind of the legal argument against the election. More invested in impeding.
Sound like real talk to me, bro. Sound like real talk to me. Now let's figure out what the hell happened with WeWork. Well, since we on TikTok, let's see if TikTok can give us something. WeWork went bankrupt today. I don't really know what the hell WeWork even was, bro. What is that? WeWork bankrupt. Is that what they talking about? WeWork explained. Let's see if somebody can break it down for us, bro.
This is WeWork, one of the most overvalued startups in the world who lost over $6 billion in the last 2 years. Here's how. So, in a nutshell...
Hold on. This was in 2021. We can go back to that. But, I want to know... Let's just type in bankrupt. Because in 2021, bro was talking shit about them like they was bullshitting. Hold on. Bankruptcy. Let's see what it's talking about, y'all. Hold on.
According to overnight reports from the US, WeWork, the office leasing company, is headed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. The firm has been battling on a substantial pile of debt for years and earlier this year flagged it to investors. Shares in the company crashed in after-hours trading on Wall Street yesterday, falling by more than a third. The shares have lost more than 95% of their value since the turn of the year.
I know all that, but what's going on?
We had WeWork. Oh my gosh, yeah. They owe, I think it's about $10 billion in leases. Effectively, they just can't pay their debts. I guess their model is to provide space for small businesses, freelancers, contractors, whatever, to work from, like we do with our co-working space. And then during COVID, those were the ones that, A, were hit the hardest in terms of their businesses, and B, were the ones that will most likely go work from home. So it was a $50 billion company, and it's now about $160 million.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's pretty
anyway,
dire.
so they've gone under.
So see you later.
Bye,
we gone.
We bye. We gone. I love that.
We gone. We had WeWork.
Okay, so
gosh,
apparently they were.
They owe, I think,
damn. They were a space where I guess that you can rent space to work, and then when everybody started working from home, they got cooked. That's what it's looking like. Damn.
I'm not surprised at all that WeWork filed for bankruptcy. So if you're unfamiliar, WeWork is a co-working space. You can rent a desk or you can rent a private office. With their former CEO's spending habits and a really unfortunate IPO situation and just the pandemic in general, a lot of things kind of led to this point. And it was really popular pre-COVID. I mean, they were valued at $47 billion in 2019. So clearly they were doing something right. WeWork basically teased that this was happening. In this August regulatory filing, they said that bankruptcy could be on the table. Last week, the Wall Street Journal reported that WeWork was set to file for bankruptcy this week. I'm not surprised at all that WeWork filed for bankruptcy. So if you're
they should have just cashed out at the top, bro. I don't know. Golly.
This morning, office space rental company WeWork is hoping to rework its business, filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The company, once privately valued at $47 billion, announcing the move overnight after years of controversies and poor performance. Shares plummeting 98% since 2021, trading at just 83 cents yesterday.
I moved into a new office space called WeWork. It's beautiful.
You know, it don't seem... Let's go back to that. I want to see what the spaces used to look like.
This morning, office space rental company WeWork is hoping to rework.
I'm not surprised at all that WeWork filed for bankruptcy.
This morning, office space rental company WeWork is hoping to 2021 world's most valuable startups.
We're about to change the way people work and way people live, but more importantly, change the world.
The stunning downfall detailed in a Hulu documentary.
I
Our
knew
Rebecca
it.
Jar
I knew I saw that shit in the documentary.
spoke with the director about missteps made by the co-founder and former CEO.
Where do you think things went wrong?
Adam began to expand his vision beyond their core business, thinking that WeWork could solve some of the most intractable global problems imaginable.
In 2019, the company's IPO failed due to larger than expected losses. It eventually went public during the pandemic, but as remote work severely impacted the corporate real estate landscape, the company's value plummeted. The company, which recently had more than 4,000 employees, will now restructure. Its CEO is vowing to aggressively.
Yeah, I think what cooked them is that, like, yeah, it's like that was dope. That was a dope idea. It's cheaper to just fix up a little home setup and just work at the crib. And the pandemic showed us that we stopped going to meetings. Now a lot of meetings are still 3 years after that shit. We still doing Zoom meetings because we realized, why the fuck I got to meet with you? Why I got to leave the house? Why can't I just wear pajamas and do work? You know what I mean? So I hate it for him. It don't seem like any foul play was going on. I forgot the documentary. I watched the documentary. So if I'm wrong, forgive me. And if you're a victim of some crime or something that happened to you, that's my bad. I ain't trying to be insensitive. I just don't know. It seemed like he had a good idea, and because of a random pandemic, it fucked him, which kind of sucks. But maybe I'm tripping. Oh, hold on.
WeWork filed for bankruptcy, which makes this week the worst week ever for delusional dudes with crazy hair. The company was once the hottest startup of all time and valued.
Why she roasting, bro? Why she flame bro like that?
At over $47
You good? You need something from me? Or you good? Okay.
$1 billion. Now it's worth $45 million. I can't believe this happened. They had an airtight plan to make sure this company turned around. Number was going down, and in the future, number would go up. WeWork went public 2 years ago after their first attempt in 2019 went belly up when their founder was outed as an egomaniac with kombucha for brains. It looks like they already...
What? Okay, so this probably been happening then. They probably been jump ship. Because if bro got in trouble a couple years ago...
through the $1.3 billion they raised during that offering, and they can't sell any more shares because they're basically worthless. WeWork was a Silicon Valley fever dream. It was a cash-burning startup that was fueled by vibes. It was the business equivalent of a Coachella flower crown. Obviously, the pandemic and work from home played a big part in WeWork's demise, but I also think WeWork died with millennial-era hustle culture, which was super toxic and synonymous with their brand. The crazy thing to me is...
Damn, what'd you say, millennial... Hustle culture? Damn.
When you walk into an office that hasn't been renovated since 2003, well, the next time that happens, it's going to be 2037, and you're going to walk into a WeWork-style open office floor plan and think, how the hell did people ever want to work like this? Oh, and quick note, for his grandiosity and delusional decision-making, the founder and former CEO of WeWork was paid over $1 billion after he was ousted from the company in 2019.
See, there's the silly shit. I was thinking, I don't see no foul play here. But if she talking about my nigga ran off with $1 billion and slid, I don't know.
WeWork filed for bankruptcy, which makes this week the worst week ever for delusional dudes with crazy hair.
I don't know.
At one point, WeWork was the most valuable United States startup. Now, it's bankrupt. The office sharing and office providing company has leases all over the country.
Bro, talk a little too slow.
As WeWork goes bankrupt, let's reflect on the 7 most ridiculous things the company spent under Adam Newman. 7.
Okay, this sounds fun. Hold on, let me run that back.
As WeWork goes bankrupt, let's reflect on the 7 most ridiculous things the company spent under Adam Newman. 7. WeWork's annual summer camp party for staff cost millions of dollars, and Newman's tequila bills could cover...
For the staff? This was the party for the staff? I'm sorry, that's lit, bro. Maybe it was bad spending, sure, but nigga, I ain't never had a job to have no shit like this. I was a firefighter for a long time. Nigga, I worked at Target, Pier 1, Walmart. I worked at some factories. Worked at one factory. I saw a rat in that hole. And he said, yeah, that's where y'all got to go down there. I said, what, a rat just was? He said, yeah, man, y'all got to clean that up. I said, man, I'm gone, bro. I'd rather be broke as hell and starving than fuck around with this. But I say all that to say, I done had jobs, bro. And not once has the manager said, We finna turn that music up, smoke some drugs, and be lit out here and just be vibing to the music. So that sound lit to me. I'm sorry.
Entry-level salaries. 6. As WeWork expanded around the globe, Newman jetted around in a Gulfstream G650, with lease payments totaling $60 million. 5. Newman engaged in a lot of questions.
$60 million to fly jets around? I be hearing about how expensive that shit is to fuel them and to travel around, and how dumb it is for people to do it if they're spending their own money. But god damn, $60 million? They got all gas.
Self-dealing, but selling the We trademark to WeWork for $6 million takes the cake. 4. As the company explored businesses outside of co-working, it launched WeGrow, a private elementary school that incorporated meditation and spirituality for $42,000 a year.
Honestly, bro, I mean, I get the ideas of this. Maybe I'm naive to it, or maybe I'm just too much of a dreamer, bro. But private school where they focusing on engineering, spirituality, meditation for the kids, as opposed to the bullshit the kids got to learn down here in Tennessee. At least we don't even got critical race theory. They don't want the kids to know nothing.
It closed after 1 year. 3. WeWork acquired Wavegarden, a wave pool company, for $13 million. Damn. There was no discernible connection to the co-working business. 2. Rent. WeWork locked itself into long-term leases and became the largest office tenant in New York City. It's currently defaulting on a lot of these leases.
Damn.
1. Adam Newman's exit payout was $245 million in stock plus $200 million in cash, while many employees were let go to cut expenses.
Okay. So when it was crumbling, what this man is saying is, once the company was crumbling, bro took as much cash as he could, let everybody go. But I think that's capitalism, though, ain't it? I don't know if I can blame bro for that. That's what he created it. And then when it's fumbling, he gonna try to take as much money as he can and fire people. It's fucked up, I guess. But I mean, I don't know if that's
more 1-minute real estate stories. As WeWork goes bankrupt, let's reflect on the
Wow, what a morning! What a morning, man. It's election day. Thank y'all for vibing this morning. It's been cool, man. Also, I dropped a sketch last night. Make sure you peep that out on the channel. Hold on, let me get this back down. On the channel last night, we dropped a new sketch. It's called Late for Work. It's about renting electric scooters in the hood. Make sure you check that out. It's on the channel, dropped last night. Very, very funny. Great actors. Shout out to Kristen Fields, Craig Cartwright, comedian Belly Button. We were out there killing it. It was hot as hell. We made it work. But make sure you check that out. Leave a comment. Like, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. It's your boy, comedian Joshua Black. Peace.